Hi, this is Mark Rockledge. I'm here to give a beginner course on tuning a electric guitar or any other guitar that's a six string, like an acoustic and such. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start with the string right here, and that would be the fattest string on your guitar. That would be the thickest, fattest string, and that would be the one closest to your face. So if you're holding the guitar correctly, it would be the one closest to your face. So we're going to start with that one. We're going to tune with that. Now all you have to do is take your pick or your finger. I would suggest your pick. You only want to strum on just that one string. Okay? You don't have to hold the string down. You don't want to hold the string down. All you have to do is just pluck on it. You want to pluck on just that string only. And that would be your E string. Okay? So then you take a pick again, and you want to strum on your second string. That's open. By the way, if you're holding it down, that's not open. So open string means plucking it out using your fingers, your left hand if you're plucking with your right hand with the pick. So let's get to the tuning. At first I want to go over the strings with you. So the E string is the fat, thick string. That would be your low sounding E string. By the way, we have two E strings, one at one end, one at the other end of the fretboard, side of the fretboard. So we got this side and that side of the fretboard. So on this side, we have your highest sounding, that would be your solo type string for doing guitar solos up here at this end of this guitar. Strings, they call this the upper end of the guitar and this the lower end, because you're getting lower notes. Here are your higher notes, if that makes sense to you. That's why they call it the higher end, higher notes, lower end, lower notes. Okay, so let's get back to tuning. The tuning here is open strings. When you're plucking the strings for tuning purposes, you always want to do it open string. Okay, you're going to use your tuning keys. Okay, if you have a lock nut system, I would suggest loosening those lock nuts up so they so you can do the tuning with the knobs up here first, because otherwise you're going to break your strings if you don't loosen these lock nuts up. So do that first if you have a lock nut system. So your E strings here, that's your low sounding E string. Your high string is the other side. That's that sixth string. So your first string, your second string will be your A string. That would be A. So you got E, and then A is your second. D would be your third string. E, A, D. Then G would be your fourth. And then B would be your fifth. And then E, your high E, would be your sixth string. So we have E, A, D, G, B, E. E, A, D, G, B, E. Six strings. So in that order, starting from the fat string to the highest sounding string. Your low end string going all the way down to your highest sounding. Okay, so E, A, D, G, B, E, in that order. So, hi, this is Mark Rockledge back again, continuing with the tuning process. We're going to tune it to a 440 standard setting. Okay, and we're going to do that by bringing these. As you tune your guitar strings, these little dots will highlight up to these cursor arrows. Our target is in between here. When these two arrows right here, these cursor arrows, are both highlighted, that means you are in good range of a good tuning for that string, okay, for that particular string. Before you plug in your guitar, make sure your guitar levels are down first on your JS-10 and your guitar. Then you plug it in. After you plug it in, now you can bring your volume levels back up on your guitar and your JS-10, okay. You may or may not hear the guitar. I believe you won't be able to hear the guitar, but you want to bring your guitar level up on your guitar in order to see these right here. So I have mine down. I'm going to bring it up. You can see it now, okay. We want to start with the A string. I'll start with the E string, I'm sorry. The E string, so that would be your fattest, thickest string closest to your face, okay? That's number 1 string. E, and you want to tune it up until it highlights it like that. That's E. Then we go on to the next string, the second string, and we want to highlight it up till they're both highlighted. That's You can tune it back to get, if you went too far ahead. There it is, A, and then we go to the next string, the third string, that's D. That's D. And then we want to go to the fourth string, that's G. Highlight it to where they're both, it doesn't matter if they're both kind of flickering, as long as they stay solid for the most part in there. You might have to go back and forth with it, like I'm doing here, just to get it to where they're both a little bit solid, but not outside of though. There it is, EADG. Okay, let it sustain in there, so that when you pluck the string, let it sustain out for a while. These are going to be open. You're just using one hand to use the tuning knob to turn the tuning knob, and the other hand to pluck the string. You're not going to be putting your fingers on the string. Next, that's the B string, your fifth string, and E string. We tune that in, and that would be your sixth string. That would be your high end E. Your low end E would start with the first string, starting with E. You might want to do over the process if you need to, but there's E. I would do it over a second time. Okay, so that's E, the second one's A, the third one's D, the fourth one is G, the fifth one's B, and the sixth one is E. Okay, E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, let me turn this down because I don't want you to get confused. Turn my volume level down. E, A, D, G, B, E will show here, starting with your first string, E, A, D, G, B, E, in that order. Okay, write that down on a piece of paper if you need to. Okay, write 1 for E, 2 for A, 3 for D, 4 for G, 5 for B, and 6 for E. Okay, one last tip. Remember, guys, the tuner button right between the amp button and the effects button is what you want to push first to get to your tuner settings, to get to that. Okay, remember, these have to be highlighted to a standard setting, which means you're only going to see that letter. You're not going to see anything next to it or beside it, like a flat or sharp or anything like that sign. You're just going to see the letter E, the letter A, the letter D, the letter G, the letter B, and the letter E, representing 6 strings. Okay, plug your input to your guitar here. Remember, volume levels down when you plug it in, volume levels up when you want to tune it, especially on your guitar. You're not going to be able to tune it and see anything up here until you turn the volume level up on your guitar. Okay, I don't believe you have to have the volume level up on your master volume. Maybe on the volume level 1. I don't know, maybe not. As long as you have your guitar plugged in and your volume level up on your guitar, that's probably all that matters. But experiment with that, and hope this helps anybody out that needs help in knowing their strings and how to tune to a 440 standard tuning. Till next time, have fun, my friends, with the music, and enjoy. Thanks for viewing. We'll talk to you soon. I'm having more videos made and coming out soon. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Until then, peace.